that is exocrine system. So the name itself is indicating that these has some glands inside of our body. So I will explain about those gland. And exocrine means, exo means outside, endo means inside, as I have explained in the previous session of the endocrine system. So in this system they releases, crine means secretion, so they releases some secretion outside of the human body. Okay, so here in the image we can see the structure of the gland of the exocrine. So they have some duct cells. Here in the image you can see. So these duct cell, they releases some substance towards the outer surface of the human body of the skin, and they releases the fluids, and these are also known as ductus glands. So with the help of the duct glands, duct cells only, they releases some substance towards the outer surface of the body. So we will see the types of the exocrine glands. One is sweat glands. So here in the image you can see our human body produces sweat, right? From where it is produced? It is produced from the sweat gland itself. So in the image you can see sweat gland. This is a sweat gland. This is the inner portion of the skin. So epidermis, dermis, and here outer surface is dermis, epidermis, and here all inner surface you can see. So inside they have sweat glands. So this blue one is the sweat gland. So with the help of this they releases the sweat glands. Okay, with help of ducts. So we will have the outer surface like this. You can see water droplets. With the help of the sweat gland only we will have the sweat inside of our body. Next we will see salivary glands. So salivary glands, here you can see these are of three types: parotid gland, submandibular gland, sublingual gland. So here these are of three types, and this is located around the mouth. You can see here, right? This is the face, this is the mouth. So what these three glands will do all the time, they will keep our mouth wet. And during the time of the digestion, that is as we will take food from the mouth, right? So this will keeps the mouth wet and helps in chewing, and these will break the carbohydrates, the food what we are taking, and it with the help of the amylase only they will break the carbohydrates and they releases some energy. So this is about the salivary glands. Next we will see the mammary glands. So this is mostly helps in the production of the milk. So these glands are located in the breast of the females. So during the delivery time, that means after the delivery for offsprings, that is for embryos, babies, they produces milk. So with the help of the granular tissue only they helps in the production of the milk. So this is about the mammary gland. Next we will see lacrimal gland. So here in the image you can see lacrimal gland here above the eye, here lacrimal gland. So these are located above the eye and they secrete some aqueous layer. Okay, this substance, this releases in the form of tears from the eye. So from where we will get the tears? From the lacrimal gland secretion only. So this is one of the gland of the exocrine. Next we will see sebaceous gland. So here you can see sebaceous gland. Where it is located? This is also located inside the skin. Okay, so these are very microscopic, means we cannot see with our naked eye, very microscopic glands. So they releases some substance, that is sebum, outside of the body. So what does this sebum will help? This works as a waterproof. So whenever we will pour some water on the skin, it doesn't enters into the body. Why? Because of the sebaceous gland secretion, that is sebum, it protects the surface of the skin not to enter the water inside of the body. So that means it works as a waterproof of the skin as well as for the hair. Okay, next, as we have seen the prefix meaning example to understand the medical terminology. This is a list of the medical terminology in order to understand for the medical coder job. So ecto means outside. So example is exocrine gland ectopic pregnancy. Outside of the uterus, the baby is formed. So this is exocrine ectopic pregnancy. This is exocrine gland. So entero means of or penetrating to the inside of the body. Example is gastroenterology. Ex means out of, away from. Excision. Ectomy means removal of the body part. Resection donates a surgical operation. Mastectomy is the example. So these are some of the list of the prefix meaning example in order to understand the medical terminology. So we will see the pathology of the exocrine system. That means diseases or disorder of the exocrine system. Sjogren's syndrome. So, what is Sjogren's syndrome? Whenever the lacrimal and salivary gland doesn't function properly, so it leads to dry eye and dry mouth. That means dry eye means the patient will be unable to close the eye like normal person, because every time normal person will have some watery fluid in the eye. But in this condition, the patient will have a dry eye which will cause very much pain. Similarly, dry mouth also. The patient will be unable to chew properly. So this is a condition of the Sjogren's syndrome. And this is all about the exocrine system.